a fun question for yourself as you're listening to this right now, which sometimes is a fun game to play, is to ask yourself, what's the most controversial thing about you? Like, what's the thing that people would find out and they'd be like, no way, we need to tell this person's boss, we need to cancel them, we need to tell this person's boss to sit them in a room with HR and cancel them right now. It might be an opinion, it might be you have a controversial pair of shoes. What is that thing? And there probably is a thing. As I say, what's the thing that comes to mind? Don't pretend something didn't flash up in your mind's eye right now. Don't worry, nobody can see it, but there is something controversial about you. No matter how vanilla you are on your Instagram stories, there is something. And that thing for me, which when it comes up, people are like, no, Cam, not you, is this. I don't really like cooking, and I don't know really how to do it. And anytime that comes up, well, everyone who is friends with me knows this, but they still get the same level of shocked when it comes up in conversation. And it's not something that people go, okay, that's cool. What's the next thing we can talk about? Everybody wants you to know how to cook passionately. And they're always like, but what about just this? What about a what's it called? A souffle? What about just macaroni and cheese? And they just start listing off menu items thinking that you're just going to go, oh, whoops, I forgot that I can roast a chicken. I can't, and I don't really want to. And I think that both of those things, if you had one of those things, like if you can't cook, people are very passionate to quickly make you remember that you can, or they want you to just hurry up and order one of those cardboard boxes that gets onto your doorstep filled with potatoes, or that makes them passionate if you say you can't cook. But the thing that seems to really rile people up is when you say, I don't really want to know either. They don't go, okay, cool, there's some things I don't want to know how to do either. They go, well, have you tried lessons? Or they try to invite themselves over, actually. Sometimes I've said, like someone will say, oh, what did you cook for dinner last night? I didn't really cook anything. I just microwaved something that a professional cook put together and then sells in a box from Coles. They don't just go, oh, yeah, okay. They say, oh, well, I better come over. I'll come and teach you how to cook. It's like when you say, I don't know how to cook and I don't want to know, people don't hear it. It's like it gets, as the words come out of your mouth and go to their ears, the words change to, help, help me, I need to know. Is there anybody around who'll teach me? I don't want to know. Think about the people. There are people who do that for a job and they're really good at it, and cool. That's great. You get paid to do that. But also, I've got a different job. I don't want to come home from my office job and then go into a chef's place of work, the kitchen, and suddenly pick up a second unpaid part-time job every night. If there's a chef out there who's already done it, cool. Let another guy pick it up from him, drop it off at my house. Well done. That's what I think about cooking, and that is the most controversial thing about me. So that probably caused a lot of people to switch off. But if you're still here, welcome. This is my podcast. It's called Recapping with Cam. Another thing that I know very, very little about is the VMAs. All I know is that when they happen, suddenly on my social media, it switches from people's photos of their babies and their animals. All of a sudden, it's celebrities wearing like, oh, his collar's way too big. He wouldn't wear that in public, like kind of sort of outlandish outfits. So rather than me recap the VMAs, which I didn't watch, all I saw was social media that popped up in my feed, I've enlisted the help of my pop culture aficionado friend, Holly.
Miss Megan Fox at the VMAs. She wore this sheer dress, and I was like, look, okay, that's cute, that's nice, okay, that's fine, but it's lazy, and people lost their mind over this look. They really did. They really went to another level with it, and it was a sort of a sheer see-through slip thing, and she wore just like bra and thong underneath, and it had like some glitter on it. She wore her hair wet, and it was kind of like she'd come out of the water, and it was a wet look. Okay, it was cute, it was fine. The reason I say it was lazy was Miss Kim Kardashian did this look at the Met Gala how many years ago? Better, much better, okay? And this is my point in that, okay? Ed Sheeran wore a horrendous Versace print that is being banded around the place for years. I think he was about 6 years too late to wearing this outfit to any red carpet. And also yellow and orange do not go together, and I don't know why he made that decision.
It looks like, you know, a deck of playing cards, the design they have on it. Yeah.
He looks like an attendant in a Vegas restaurant. And I just don't quite understand why that was the choice. It's very bold.
He's so likable though. Like he could probably wear something that's like down with, he could wear something racist, like a print that says something really offensive, and you'd just look at his face and be like, oh, Ed.
You know what? I think anything would have been better than this, quite frankly. He can't even take the jacket off because the shirt has the print lined on the collar as well. Like he's really gone to the extra mile with it. So there was no turning back with this outfit. The Kid Laroi, he's actually an Australian. Definitely looked like his mother dressed him, 110%. It was real like mum dress me vibes. That's what it gave me. He kind of looked like an Osh, what's it called? Or like a pumpkin patch kid, you know, like like this is my cool rocker outfit, you know?
The jacket with nothing underneath, no hair.
Yeah. I think a big like diamond encrusted cross is what really makes it. It's like a very comical costumey kind of a look.
Sleeping mask.
And then just like, yeah. It's just, that was one of my favorites. Another good one was Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber was swimming in his clothes. I don't know why. I don't quite understand the fashion choice of this and why this is meant to be trendy. But especially there's one picture where the pants are full dragging like 90s style in the rain sort of thing. Like it's bad. The jeans.
I think I'm getting shown.
Yeah, blue jeans.
Yeah.
Massive brown jacket.
Yeah.
It looks like he's gone to like an old man's like estate sale and just like raided a drawer. Like, yeah, it's a lot. So those are probably some of my favorites.
For anybody else like me who didn't watch the VMAs, are there any other highlights that we should know about?
No, I mean, there was certainly the Conor McGregor fight sort of thing that went down. I do like the take that, so Conor McGregor tried to take a swing at MGK at the VMAs.
Machine Gun, a very tall pop punker.
Very tall, right? Very tall, very skinny, very lanky man, right? Very recognizable man, right? Very recognizable man. Mr. Jake Paul, boxer extraordinaire, has come out and said, I speculate that Conor saw the blonde hair and thought it was me at the VMAs, and that's why he took a swing at MGK, which is just laughable, quite frankly.
So why would Conor want to punch Machine Gun Kelly?
Well, look, everybody's very tight-lipped about this, Cameron. I've tried to do some research on this. Directly after the fight, he was asked these interviews of him being like, I don't know what happened. I don't even know the guy. I don't know. All I know is he dates Megan Fox, right? That's the little key here. We're going back to this Megan Fox, who's laid low for a very long time. But those of you who are in the MMA community, like myself, thank you very much. We do enjoy a little bit of UFC on the weekend.
Yeah.
Miss Megan Fox has been an avid UFC fan for a long time. In fact, there is speculation that she's been in Conor McGregor's DMs for a very long time, and that they are actually quite good friends.
Okay.
The other thing is, after this fight happened, Megan Fox and MGK directly afterwards, there's this interview, you can find it everywhere, where some guy's like, what happened there with you? And MGK like hits the microphone and walks away. And Megan Fox says the words, we're not allowed to talk about it, and starts walking away. Why are you not allowed to talk about it? Why? Did you sign an NDA? Did you get Conor to sign an NDA when your whole like dream team came in on this MGK relationship and they were like, hey, shut up. I know you've been in Conor's DMs. I know that she's been in your DMs, but we're going to get you to sign an NDA. We'll pay you a bunch of money if you just stay quiet about the fact that you and Megan have been flirting for years. Don't start anything because we know you're a mouthy little boy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think has happened. I think that like her team is like swooped in.
It seems like, I don't follow MMA closely, but it feels like Conor's life is very revolving. It revolves around his DMs. It doesn't seem like it's actually dating in real life. It kind of like reminds me of me when I was 14. He's on MSN. Well, I was on MSN. He's on his Instagram DMs. Why is it DM? Why is that so important to like these celebrities?
I guess you have, I don't know. I guess you have to think about the fact that I suppose a lot of like the world right now, like I suppose firstly you can't travel very easily. So people, I guess, become more accustomed to that anyway. But I think just with like as time's gone on, like everybody's on there, and if you're accredited, if you can see in real time, you can look at that and be like, this person has thousands of followers, they have a blue tick, I know that this is this person, so I'll jump in the DMs with them. Apparently, like I was watching an interview the other day with Little Mix, who they won I think they won X Factor years ago. Yeah. But one of them said like, oh, I jumped in so-and-so's DMs. Like there was a period of my time where like I was in all these guys' all these celebrities' DMs, like just when we finished X Factor. And she was like, yeah, I got pied by a few of them. Like a few of them just didn't even reply to me. A few of them were like, no way, said really mean things to me. And I was like, that's bizarre to think about. Like it is a bizarre thing to think about, that like you're mega famous and you're like, well, I'm just going to go jump in the celebrities. But I guess if you think about it, if you got super famous, Cam, would you not be like, who's the hottest celebrity that I know? I'm going to go and message them. And where would you do that? You wouldn't send them an email. You wouldn't call their publicist. You'd probably slide into their DMs.
Oh, I haven't even waited. Like I have messaged celebrities, not based on hotness, but I think I've said stuff to like Elon Musk before.
Have you seen the video of Elon Musk and the guy at the conference that's like, I want to work for you. I would like to be like, it's like a Q&A conference. I can't remember what he specifically said.
Follow up. I've been asking to speak to you now for 2 years, to talk to you, to tell you that I'm also a super genius like yourself.
Okay.
I'm not sorry.
I'm not sure I'm one, but all right.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm just saying serious. This is to all benefit of Tesla shareholders in the world. I am a capitalist like yourself. I am also a level 2 stage. I've been waiting for 10 years now for someone to give me a second look, a full second look. And if they did, they would see a very advanced mind in front of them. So I'm asking you today, can you give me a second look?
Okay. I mean,
I would like to come on board as vice chairman of Tesla.
We don't really have a vice chairman spot, but.
So did you ask Elon if you could be on the board? Is that what you slid into the DMs with?
Okay, right, trying to get a job. No, I think every now and then, because I follow a handful of celebrities, every now and then they'll post a story and I'll just react in the same way as if it was a friend's story, like just make a comment. Yeah.
I've done that.
It's never to try and go on a date with them. It's more just like to comment on whatever they've posted.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever slid into anybody's DM, even non-celebrity. I'll get myself in trouble. I actually sent a DM to Drake once.
Oh yeah.
Because there was this show, Top Boy, which was like a great show. But if you try and find it, I think it's on Stan. If you try and find it, there's like, you'll search Top Boy and there'll be like 2 separate tiles. You know how normally it'll be like, oh, season 1, 2, 3, and 4, you know, because Drake like decided like, oh, I'm gonna buy this and I'm gonna make the next season, and then he killed a child on the next season. And so I messaged him and I said, fuck you, Drake, you ruined Top Boy. And that's my message to Drake. So if I ever meet the champagne puppy,
So is it a drama, not a doco, I assume?
yeah, it was a drama. It was a drama series. It was really good. It was kind of about like estate drug dealers in the UK, which is just like, why are you buying this, Drake? Like, just stay. You're not even British.